Hey toy fans, D21 Beast Rob here, back with another unboxing for you guys here today. Today we're going to be taking a look at two packages that I've received in the mail. I was supposed to have 4 boxes today, but unfortunately 2 of the packages that I have on order were supposed to go through Minnesota, and both of them were delayed, so something must have happened up in the north. But the first box we're going to take a look at today does come from the Hasbro toy shop. They had a pretty amazing action figure sale going on about a week ago now, I guess, and I definitely wanted to take advantage of what was available from their website. So let's go ahead and get this opened. I do have both of these boxes pre-cut just because I have to hold a microphone, but this box I know what I've got. The next box I have no idea, so it's going to be fun looking at that together. The first thing I have here is the Marvel Now, wow, this weighs more than I expected, the Marvel Now Iron Man figure. The Hulkbuster Legends were on sale on Hasbro Toy Shop for $8 a piece. Unfortunately, I missed Doctor Strange and Vision, but I was able to pick up a few other characters. But the first one we have here is Marvel Now Iron Man. Probably not going to be reviewing him, but I definitely want that Hulkbuster piece. Then we have Thundra. Again, another figure I'm probably not going to review, but a great way to get another Hulkbuster piece. The last one I may go ahead and review because I actually had a passing interest in this figure, but I've got Valkyrie. Really only know her exploits from a couple of Thor issues, but mostly from the Secret Avengers. So I think the figure looks pretty nice, and again, another Hulkbuster piece. So I've got 2 more to go, and I will have the Hulkbuster fully completed. Next, I went for a smaller size figure, which seems to be missing from the packaging. I guess Hasbro Toy Shop is sending me another box at some point. That's really strange. Well, I'm supposed to have 3 more figures. I guess we'll see those in a future video. Okay, well, moving on to this box from Ryan, let's take a look at what we have in here. Again, I have no idea what he sent me. Looks like we've got some padded envelopes inside here. Let's see. I'm going to need to cut these open, and then I'll be back with you guys. Okay, so since we're dealing with some weighty envelopes, I've decided to go ahead and lose the mic. We're just going to go a bit closer on these packages so you can see what's inside of them as soon as I cut them open. Let's go ahead and cut open this first one. Now I'm expecting some X-Men. That's really all I have to go off of on these things, but let's see what's in this first package. Alright, we're going to reach inside and just kind of blind bag style it. The first thing, oh wow. The first thing we have here appears to be some sort of Toy Biz era, possibly, Abomination figure. Yeah, 1996, so this had to be from the old Hulk animated series. Well, that's really cool. Let's see what else we have in here. We've got a cape. Perhaps that goes to the Abomination figure. I'll have to look into that. Forgive me here while I try to get my hands adjusted to the way the camera looks. Alright, and let's see what else we have in here. Ooh, a Doctor Strange figure. Well, I've got to admit, I'm a bit surprised to see this. I've actually already ordered this figure myself for an upcoming video I was going to work on, so I guess now I've got 2 of them. Moving along, let's see what else we have in here. We've also got, oh, there we go. This is Rogue from the first X-Men movie in her green coat, so nice figure there. Is there anything else inside of this? All right, no, let's go ahead and move on to the next envelope. Let's see what we have here. Just cut it open on the top again. All right. Tear it open a little bit. All right, let's see what else we have in here. We've got, oh, great. This is, I think, the Spider-Man Punisher figure? 1995 Toy Biz. I'll have to do some checking, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the Spider-Man animated series Punisher. Pretty cool. Let's see what else we have in here. Oh, okay, yeah. Classic Toy Biz Beast. This is from, I think, the first Beast figure we received from Toy Biz. Has a backflip function that I could never get to work as a kid, so pretty cool. We've got, there we go. Toad from the first X-Men film. Pretty cool figure. Not sure what his action feature is. I'll have to take a look at that. I didn't actually have any of the X-Men figures for the first movie when I was younger. And let's see, we've also got another Rogue. Now this is an interesting one. This Rogue is actually wearing an X-Men costume, and this is from the first film when she didn't actually have a costume, but it's actually a repaint of another Toy Biz Rogue that we received that was in a space costume from the late 90s. So, interesting figure there. When Rogue finally did get an X-Men costume at the end of X2, it didn't end up looking like this one. Moving along, what else do we have in here? Oh, great. We've got the Spider-Man animated series Rhino figure. That's a cool one. Looks like he's got an action feature. Oh, okay, he headbutts. Of course, that's what Rhino should do. Reaching inside, let's see what else we have. We've got, okay, the other Toad figure. I don't remember there being 2 Toad figures for the first X-Men film. Looks like this is maybe Toad from the train station. Moving on, what else do we have in here? Something kind of big. Ah, of course. Tyler Mane Sabretooth. Pretty cool figure. But he's got a leg squeezing action. There we go, he swipes, nice, and it still works. Alright, so we've got one more envelope left. Let's see what's in this last one. Alright, well, that wasn't very clean, was it? Let's just go ahead and go with that. And let's see what the first thing we have in here is. Ooh, nice. We have the original Nightcrawler figure, I'm pretty sure. Looks like he's had the suction cup cut off of his hand. The tail still seems to have the bendable wire in it, which is pretty cool. Searching through here. Nice! We've got the Jim Lee Cyclops. Let's see. The eyes don't seem to work, but that's a really cool figure. I've actually been looking at picking this up on Amazon, but nobody seems to be selling it. I haven't gone to eBay. Really awesome figure. I think it used to come with some sort of silver display base that he would hold on to, or action base of some sort. Don't really remember what it did, but a cool find there to be sure. And what else do we have here? Of course, we've got the Powerlift Colossus. Flipping the hands up and down. He originally came with a dumbbell. Awesome. What else do we have in here? Let's see. This one feels like it might be in a bag. Let's see. Oh, we got two of them here. Okay. Well, the first one we have is Cyclops, well, from the train station, like we saw with the Toad earlier. And it looks like this one is not designed to light up. I can't quite tell. But there we have him, James Marsden, wearing his hat as the little kid looks up at him and smiles. All right, awesome. And then, of course, we've got Lucas Bishop. Now, this guy's actually got his accessories. I think the gun in his left hand was actually sold with the Wolverine figure as well. Might even be the same one that came with the Magneto. The right gun I don't recognize as much, but I'll bet they included that with Cable at some point too. But there we have Bishop. Does he have an action feature? Yes, he's got a button on his back. Looks like he does some sort of power slam action. Nice. And is there anything else in this envelope? Feels kind of light. No, I want to take one closer look at these guys. Alright, Toy fans, so here we are in my natural element, and here are all the figures that Ryan sent me. A pretty nice collection of figures. We can get some better looks at these guys. The Nightcrawler's got a bit of paint wear on, which, you know, you'd expect for a toy that's, what, almost 30 years old now? The wire's coming through on the tail a little bit, but really, it's not too bad a shape for what he is. He has a suction cup on his hand that's no longer there. It looks like there's another one on his knee that's gone. But it's pretty cool to see this, you know, original Nightcrawler figure. There's no ankle articulation or anything. Definitely something the figure would need by today's standards, but still a really fun figure. And let's see what else we've got here. We got the Bishop. We took a look at that guy. Great that he's got his accessories again. Let's take a look at the action feature one more time. He's got this switch on his back, and you just press it and his hand will slam down. I guess you have to lock it in place. There we go. Yeah. Now, I don't know how that really illustrates Bishop's powers when he can rechannel energy, but it's still pretty cool to see him, you know, kind of slam his fist down, I guess. You can have him pull a gun into action, I suppose. Let's go ahead and take a look at this Toad figure. This looks like Toad, I guess, maybe from the end of the film. I'm not sure. Let's see if we can squeeze the legs. He doesn't seem to do anything. Perhaps his action feature was in the base or the accessory that he came with, but not too bad, I guess, for early 2000s. I don't really see Ray Park in the face at all. Let's move on to this Cyclops figure. We're going to lose Rogue. Let's do Rogue first. She seems to have trouble standing. The joints on this figure are really weird. She's got your standard 90s female swivel hips, which make posing her all sorts of difficult. And yeah, she's not going to stand up. But you know, the coat's kind of cool. It's made of a nice pleather material. And let's move on to the Colossus figure. Like I said, he used to come with a weight that he would lift, but still a pretty nice feature. I suppose the only downside to this figure is that his wrists don't rotate at all, so he's basically ready to lift all the time. Today, of course, we might have wrist swivels, which would make that a little bit better. We could have his hand slammed down or something, but kind of a fun figure, really. Paint's a little worn, but, you know, it's been played with. But yeah, this Colossus figure is pretty cool. One of my favorites from the set, to be sure. And let's go ahead and pull in Punisher. Now, this Punisher figure isn't 100% complete. He does have a gun, but no missile to fire. I did notice, though, that he's got an ankle holster here with a knife in it, which is a nice touch. But otherwise, you know, pretty standard 90s Punisher figure. The face is a little weird on this guy, and those eyes are really intense. But hey, it was the 90s. We didn't care then. The Doctor Strange figure I was already planning on doing a review of, so we're going to move him out of the way for right now, but we can take a look at the other Rogue figure we have here. Her leg joints are even worse. I mean, what kind of articulation is that? You can't do anything with a joint like that. But pretty cool that she's got a full scarf and a full coat. This is, of course, her civilian garb from the film that she was in for most of the movie. She's got a decent size to her, and you could probably pair her up with any of your current Marvel Legends movie superheroes. And of course we took a quick look at this Cyclops figure. Unfortunately the light in the back doesn't work anymore, but come on, why would it after all these years? But definitely a nice figure. Looks just like Cyclops from the animated series. It is worth noting his torso's a bit big. Let's go ahead and pull that Colossus figure back in here real fast. It's interesting that Cyclops' body is larger in mass than Colossus' body. So they definitely weren't shooting for scale back when they were making this toy line, but again, it was the 90s, we didn't care. We've got the Rhino figure here, pretty decent looking figure. The head will definitely bump in and out a little bit. Works pretty well given the age of the toy. And the articulation is a little on the weak side. See if we can reach around and grab this Sabretooth figure. This is a really cool one, very big figure, and I wouldn't feel bad about including this with a lineup of Marvel movie villain characters at this point. The articulation is a bit dated, but there's a lot of detail on this guy, and I kind of like it. Let's grab Cyclops here from the back. We've got Cyclops from the train station. No discernible action feature on this guy. He probably had an accessory that had all the fun for you, but I did notice he's got some light piping. Let's see if I can bring my lamp around and we can shine that through the top of his head. Not sure if that's, there we go. It's coming through. Yeah, you can actually make his eyes light up. I think that's kind of a cool feature. And no batteries required. Just use that light pipe feature. But otherwise, you know, pretty standard figure for 2000. And we've got this Toad figure back here. Now this Toad figure has some sort of moving jaw, and I haven't quite figured out how to make this work. His legs don't squeeze. His arms move out, but they don't seem to control his mouth at all. But nice coated Toad figure. We've got this massive Abomination back here. This guy's really cool. There's not a lot you can do with him in the way of movement, no knee or elbow articulation whatsoever. He's got a removable cape, which I don't remember him ever having in the comics. That may have been a 90 thing, and forgive me guys, I didn't read a lot of Hulk growing up, but I'm sure he had it on the animated series that was on at the time. But I love the sort of neon green slobber coming out of his mouth. Very exaggerated, and just the face overall looks really cool on this guy. And lastly, I'm saving the Beast for last. This is actually a figure I had as a kid, and Beast has a feature which I never quite figured out how to work correctly. He's got an arrow that denotes which direction he's going to backflip. Let's see if we can get him to even just flip and land properly one time. Yeah, let's try it one more time. And come on, Beast, let's do this. His legs are tightening up on me, actually. My Beast toy had much looser legs. Alright, and he's not gonna do it. But man, these figures were a lot of fun. Thank you very much, Ryan. It was awesome of you to send these. And guys, thanks for sticking with me through this unboxing video. Like I said, I've got a couple more packages that are on their way, and as we discovered, apparently half of my Hasbro Toy Shop order hasn't even arrived yet. So we'll take a look at those in an upcoming vlog. And hey, let me know in the comments below which one of these figures was your favorite. I still think I might be leaning towards that Colossus figure. Man, he looks tiny next to Beast. Or you know what? Maybe even Abomination. Alright guys, we'll see you next time.